Coach, you've had a little week off. First of all, it's Robbinsville. What comes to mind?
You just know the level of physicality that, is going to have to be played with on Friday night. And, Lucas is doing a real good job of those kids are playing real hard. And, they've not changed drastically, but there's some changes, in Coach Ford's approach as far as what they do a little bit on offense. Defensively, they're very, very similar in what they have been being. But just know it's going to be physical. And playing at Big Oaks is always another aspect of the challenge.
Does that make a big change or make a big challenge in this game?
I would like to say yes and no. It's kind of, you always want to play at home. I don't care what anybody says. You'd rather play at home. But, the challenge for our kids this week is going on the road in an environment that it should be great football weather. Should be a packed house, always is when these two teams meet up. But, looking forward to the opportunity for our kids to represent Swain County and our football team.
Tell us about your guys. I'm assuming Zeke and Corey and, the whole bunch in your line. Was it Skaggs and everybody else? They're okay, but are they ready for this game?
Yeah, I think we're ready. Everybody's when you have an off week and then you play a game like this, you kind of get to chomping at the bit a little bit some because you know what's at stake and you know how important this game is as far as, setting up conference seeding and playoff seeding. And so, it's very important, and our kids, they've been locked in this week. And I think they're as focused as they've been all year.
I hope this is not an unfair question, but last year, let's suffice to say, wasn't the best season.
Nope.
And this year, some good things happening. What's the feeling now? I mean, there has to be some rise in confidence and community spirit and everything else. How's it feel on the ride right now?
Well, when you're climbing, you got to still face adversity. But I think last year, for our kids that are back this year, they don't want to feel that way again. And it was a big motivator in the off season, big motivator in the weight room in the summer. And our leadership this year has been tremendous. That group of seniors, they talk about it every week of, how do you want to be remembered and, what do you want your legacy to be? And so our kids have done a real good job this year of, buying in and working hard and doing the things that good football teams have to do to win. And so it's just one of those things where, as you're climbing, you got to start somewhere, and, we had setbacks and, some misfortunes last year, but our kids have done a real good job of coming back and resetting and refocusing and knowing exactly what they got to do to, not let that happen again. And, our kids, our senior leadership's been real good and helping our guys understand that, hey, guys, we got to do this because we don't want this to happen.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go and get rolling into the final moments before the game comes up, practice and all that good stuff. But go Maroon Devils.
Go Devils.